Hi everyone, thanks for stopping in today. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cindy Kyle and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator on Vancouver Island in between Victoria and Sydney. So today I just wanted to show you one of our beautiful stamp sets in the new catalog. The mini catalog started January 4th. Now is a great time because it's celebration. So anything you order from the catalog, either the annual catalog or the seasonal January to April, will earn you free product. So over the next few weeks, I'll be showing you some of the great products that you can get for free. But this one in particular is called the Enduring Beauty. Just going to find it in the catalog here. And it comes with the stamp set. Comes with the dies. This is if you order the bundle. Comes with the masks, and you'll see how great they work. And I've been playing with it a lot today. As you can see, I have inky fingers. So without further ado, let's get started. So I've already stamped this image here. I've already stamped it in the black memento. And I've done it two different ways. I've done it without doing that outline. I like it better with the outline. So I'll show you the difference once we get this done. So what we're going to start first is with our stencils. And I'll show you how to line those up. They're really easy. They're all the stencils, there's 5 of them, and they're all numbered 1 through 5. And so this is the first one. So we're going to just line it up here to this image, to the black outline and to the flowers. So once you get it lined up where you want it, we're going to tape this down. I just use painter's tape. You can use Post-it notes, whatever you have. I just happen to have painter's tape on hand, and it's you can just reuse it. It really holds everything down good. So these are the notches. So we're going to line that up. So this little groove here, I'm just going to put, and this just makes it easier to line up for the next one, the next mask. And I'm just going to put that line there. And then I'm just going to put a line here so I'll know that that's where it's going to end. So with this, we are going to be using, I've already done it a few times today, so just because I love these colors. Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape. And then for the leaves, I'm going to be using Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon. And you can tell I've been using it. I'm the world's messiest stamper. I get ink everywhere. I do clean these usually at the end of the day. And for the center, I'm going to use the Pebble Path. So we will start with the lightest color, which is Highland Heather. And I'm just going to get my brush here. Which one? I think that's this one. Yeah, I think that's this one I used for the Highland Heather. Sorry, I should mark them. And I wash my brushes too at the end of the days. So I'm just going to go over everything that's open. So all the white area, you just want to get some ink in there. I think this is the easiest way to color. I love the idea of being able to color, and I have all the markers, but I'm not great at coloring. I keep hearing my teacher's voice in grade 1, color in the lines. And when I get out of the lines, I get frustrated. So I find this just easy. I do love to color, but it takes a lot of concentration. It's not my favorite thing to do, I guess. I'd much prefer doing that. Okay, so now that I have all the white covered, I'm going to close that up because I've had more than one accident today by leaving my ink pads open. And then we're going to take this stencil off. So we are done with stencil 1. We'll just set that aside and we will get stencil 2, which is, oh, that's stencil 5. Sorry, I have these in order, but they're not in order now. There's stencil 2. So I'm going to line this up with the V here that I made earlier. And this number here, and then I'm just going to make sure that everything is lined up inside as well. So you don't want, you want your leaves lined up there. So then we're going to just tape that back down. And this one we will use the Lost Lagoon. And I believe it was this one. And I'm not going to push this, the Lost Lagoon was a lot darker than I thought, so I'm just going to do this fairly light. Like I want it covered, but I don't want it really, really dark. And that's to each its own. You know, if you prefer dark, or you can do any color you want. I've been experimenting quite a bit with this. It's such a pretty set. I think this will be my go-to for Easter, for Valentine's, for Mother's Day. And the color combinations you can use are just, yeah, endless. So I'll put Lost Lagoon away. And I'm just going to peel that off. And then we will find a stencil number 3. And we'll do the same. We'll just line it up like that. Make sure all the white is pretty much covered. There, just like that. See how easy that is? And you don't have to worry about going out of the lines. I love it. Okay, and now, gorgeous grape. And that will be the Smart brush. And this is just to do the dark highlights in the center, or the outside of the flowers, or the inside of the flowers. And it doesn't have to be even, because it's good to, have darker spots and lighter spots. Okay, and that's that. And we'll take this one off. So that's stencil number 3. See how pretty it's coming along really nice. And stencil number 4. Line that up, line it up down here. And hopefully my head's not in the way when because I just wanted to make sure that all the lines are in there too. Just more or less double checking that these lines are right. So this, I'm going to use Pretty Peacock. And just go in here. So that come out pretty dark. I didn't really want it that dark, but that's okay. Okay, and there's Pretty Peacock. Take that off. See, isn't that gorgeous? Now, I don't always use this one because the center's there, but I will show you what it looks like. We'll just do it. So we're just going to line this up here again. So that looks about right. And we'll just take that down, and I'm going to use Pebbled Path for the center of the flowers. Which one did I use? This one. There, and we'll just color those in. These blending brushes are great, and you just, I just throw them in the sink, throw in some Dawn dishwashing soap, and clean them right up. And there's that. So now we can just peel this tape off and peel that off. And there it is. Isn't that pretty? Now I'm just going to stamp the sentiment in Gorgeous Grape. And I'm using You Mean So Much to So Many. Use that one. And we'll just stamp this down here. There. So we are done with the inking. But I do have to, I didn't show you this mat. This is a glass mat that you can purchase if you're not a demonstrator and you want to sign up. This is one of the perks you get for Celebration. You not only get all the great product with your starter kit, you can also choose to have the mat. And it's not available anymore right now to demonstrators, so it's only available to new demonstrators that are signing up during Celebration. And it just, I'll show you how easy it wipes up. I'm just going to take this tape off. And if you're messy like me and you need something like this in your life, it just cleans up so good. So I'm just going to get a wet wipe. And look at this, permanent marker, and it's just going to come right off. And it's heat resistant. You can do embossing on it with your heat gun, no problem. Stamping on it, it's just, it stays on my desk now. I'd like to say it keeps my desk clean, but you know, it doesn't clean up clutter. But what can I say? I'm just going to dry that off. It's got measurements on it. It's great. It also comes with a chamois, and comes with this mat as well, which you can put ink in there. Like, it just, everything's just, you know, and you put something in there, it's not going to slide off. And you can keep it on your mat, like here, or I always keep it beside my desk, or beside my mat, because I need as much room as possible to work on. Oh, and just to show you, to clean off these mats, it's the same way. You can wash them in the sink, or you can just use a baby wipe. Just clean them off. Comes off, no problem. The only thing, I mean, if you're using a permanent ink, which I wouldn't suggest, but the dye inks just wash off like nothing. So I won't bore you with that and clean them all, but I just wanted to show you how easy they are to clean. This is why I get ink all over my hands. Okay. So I've already die cut this out because I actually made one earlier. So I have it right here. Now I'm trying to think of which one it is. This one. So what I did, I actually did this earlier. No, this is the one. And I didn't use the outline when I first started. I just did the mats, and then I stamped the outline after. I didn't like that as much, so I do like to stamp the outline first. Okay, so now we put our card together. So here I have a base at 5.5 and 4 1/4, folding to the mountain. Let me get my bone folder. That's not the right bone folder, but it will do. Okay. And then I have 2 pieces, 4 and 5 1/4. So it's for the front and the inside of the card. And then this is just 1/8 of a size bigger. So we're going to put it on the front as well. So we'll start with layering the white on here. And I think I'm just going to use score tape. I always build the front of my card first and then put it on the base. Now if I can find the end of this, there we go. Maybe. It's a new roll. So I'm just going to show you a quick trick with the score tape. I do use a lot of liquid adhesive just because it's easier to maneuver your cardstock if you get it on crooked. Once this is down, it's down. So I'm just going to push that down. So if you flag this, you peel this off and you flag it, like just kind of bend it over here, and you do that on all sides. It gives you a little bit more leeway when you're putting these down in case you do get it on crooked. So I line it up the best I can. So right about there. Once I have it where I want it, I don't have it too far up there. So actually, and see, this will let you pull it off. So I'm just going to push that down a little bit more. Yeah, I got a piece kind of pulled up a little bit. That's okay. We will fix that. Now you can pull these pieces off when you have it where you want it. Okay. And we're going to take our flower, and now this has been die cut out. I used the, sorry for reaching over, I used the outline die, and then I used this die for the sentiment. So I'm going to use pop dots for this. Just find those. I just opened the pack, so they should be right here, but no, of course not. That wouldn't be that easy. There we go. Okay, and then I had the sentiment cut out, and I had a piece of purple cut out. Where did I put that? Well, we'll cut out another one. There it is. So I'm going to lay this sentiment over top of here, and we're just going to pop that up. I use my fingers all the time, but it might be easier to use take your pick tool. I knew where that was. Okay, well, I'm not sure where I put it. Might take your pick tool, but I'm just going to use my fingers. So I'm just going to peel these pieces off. I just don't know where it went. Ah, there it is. Now I found it. And then I'm just going to stick that right about there. And I just want to, for placement, I want to kind of cover that piece up that I messed up. So I'm just going to push that over there a little bit. And then we'll put the sentiment down here. Okay. I'm just going to use scoring tape. My Tombow glue seems to have run out over the holidays, so I have an order in for more. Just hopefully will be here this week. So I'm just going to put this right in the center. Okay. Looks a little crooked there. I didn't quite have that stuck all the way down, so I can just push that up and just move that down a little bit so it's not so crooked. There we go. Okay, so this, I'm going to put some ribbon on. So this ribbon, can you see it, is gorgeous. It's a peacock with gold. It's in the new catalog as well. So I'm just going to wrap this around. Let's see, we'll do it this way. My sister showed me this trick, and I love it. We're just gonna kind of go like this, so it looks like a bow, and I'm just gonna put it under here, like so. I think that'll look good. So to do that, I am just gonna grab, I should have done this before, a piece of scoring tape, and just to hold that down where I wanted it, and it just moved. There. There. I think I don't want to cover the words, so let's just maybe turn it this way. And that's going to cover that rip in the paper that I did too. Yeah, I think we'll do it that way. What do you think? Okay, so I'm just going to put pop dots on the back of this. And I tend to go a little overboard with pop dots, but especially if you're mailing your card, you don't want it to go flat in the center. So the more pop dots you stick on there, the less chance of that happening. And always make sure to put some in the center. Put another one there. Now I'll just show you this. So we'll just take all these little pieces off here. Oops. I don't know why I find my ink fingers sometimes easier to do this. It's probably why I have no long nails and, you know, ink everywhere. So I use my fingers for everything. There. And I said right about there, I think we're going to put it there. And I'm just going to trim off, if I can find my scissors. Okay, where did my snips go? Okay, well, I'm going to just use these ones. Nope, won't use those ones. I don't cut scissors. They do not cut ribbon. All right, I'm just going to leave that there for now until my snips turn up. Okay, so then we're going to just glue that on here. And again, I'm going to use the scoring tape. If you're not a demonstrator and you are thinking of signing up, now is just such a great time. The product is just unbelievable, the free product right now. And even with the new catalog, like everything's just, I just don't know what to play with first. So I've decided every day I'm going to do something new, play with something different. So this, and I didn't do that tail thing on here, so I better make sure I get it on straight. And right about there. Yeah, that's really not quite straight, but it's not so bad. All right, and then I'm just going to put this in the center. Oh, I really miss my Tombow glue. It's so much easier. Just grab the bottle and put it on. I don't normally let myself run out, but I think I went on a crafting binge on the holidays and I just went through a lot of glue. And I'm just going to put that there. And I'm going to also add some gems just to give it a little bit of oomph. So these are Purple Fine Shimmer Gems. They're also in the new catalog. Anything purple. Purple is my favorite. Although I do lean toward Peacock now and Coastal Cabana. And one thing you should always remember is to put your lid on your Take Your Pick tool so you don't jab yourself. There. I'm just going to grab some gems here. I'm just going to put one there. Maybe one up here. And one there. Balance it out. What do you think? I do love the card. So let me just show you another card that I had made with this. So I made this one with, and this was using Moody Mauve and oh, what was the color? I don't remember the name. Moody Mauve and Bubble Path. Oops. I just dropped on the floor. And then the ribbon there. It's actually a retired ribbon, but. And then this one, I haven't made a card out of this one yet. This was the Lemon Lolly, and I believe it was Calypso Coral that I used. It's a very pretty card. There's some other techniques. I want to do some fancy folds with that as well. So there, I hope you enjoyed that. I will post links to my page if you have any questions at all, or you decide you do want to join, you want to get this mat, please send me a message. If you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to help you. So thank you so much for joining me today. Next week we will be doing a beginning stamping. It's going to be stamping for the new creators. So if you're new to stamping and you're not sure what products to get, or you've never stamped before, drop in, because I'm happy to give you any pointers. And then I'll also be doing a kit unboxing next week as well. And I'll be making 3 of the cards that are in the kit. And then probably in a day or 2 after that, I will come back and show you some other cards that I made with the kit. Sometimes I jazz them up a little bit more. So hopefully you'll drop in and check it out. Again, thank you so much. I'm so happy you dropped in. Have a great day.